Salutations, YouTube. I am your splendid host, Klay-Kremling, and today we're taking a wacky road to visit a pretty odd game character. Now let me ask you guys something. Have any of you heard of a game called Morhun Kart 2? Oh boy, this name has haunted me for years. Moorhuhn? What kind of name is that for an anthropomorphic chicken? For the past 8 years, I've only known who Morhun was by this game. Moorhuhn Kart 2 is a crude little kart racer for PC that came out in 2004. I played this game a bunch in my childhood, and it was one of the first kart racers I've ever played. And also 8 years ago, I never really knew how to pronounce this name or read it. That is until I came back right now as a 15-year-old man to finally say it right. I think. Morhun. I actually never knew he was in anything other than this game, but while I was doing research for this video, I found out Morhun is actually a legitimate game franchise, with his own freaking website nonetheless. Saying that I'm surprised to find out that he's an actual game character is the understatement of the year. Morhun is actually a German game character who first debuted in the addictive desktop game title known as Crazy Chicken. Now, what do you do in this game? Well, you shoot chickens. Apparently the game was very popular in Germany and then spread far and wide beyond the country's borders. And in a matter of 11 years, Morhun has had a total of 37 games. I'm actually pretty happy Morhun did pretty well, and I'll definitely be checking out and reviewing more of his games in the future. Sadly though, Morhun has been idle, well, his company I think too, for the past 6 years, and I don't know if we're ever going to see another Morhun title again, but we'll have our fingers crossed. I've actually tried looking him up before, but I never found anything because I didn't know how to spell his name. And instead of just booting up my PC, clicking on the game twice, and then reading the title, or just copying the words and pasting them in the Google browse, I probably would have found this out a while ago. I have no idea what to say for myself. Now, if you're wondering why I'm reviewing Morhun Kart 2 rather than its predecessor, is because the website where I used to buy games back in the day didn't have the first one. And you'd better get the hell used to it because I have tons of 2s and 3s and no 1s that I'll be reviewing. And I think the world deserves to know whether Morhun Kart 2 still holds up today or if it should be left in the past. So, without further ado, well, let's start from scratch. First of all, this soundtrack is freaking awesome. You won't hate a second of it. Now, in terms of options, there's just sound effects and music, volume and stuff, and you can change the resolution of the game. But I'm not going to mess with that because in terms of quality of image, the game already looks freaking amazing. And now, in terms of game modes, we have Championship, which is Grand Prix mode, like in all kart racers, and then there's Time Trial mode, which is also in all kart racers. I don't like Time Trial mode that much, so I'm going to do Championship. And no, the music does not stop and the game does not slow down tremendously whenever you go to one of these screens. I just did that for the sake of being able to say all my stuff, so you guys can listen to me. And if you don't like it, well, you can just go watch another channel, because that's how I work. Now, when you begin the game, you have the option of 50cc, and eventually you unlock 100cc. So I'm going to do 100cc because I'm a frickin' man, so screw 50cc, we're going full blast. And now the character selection screen. There are a total of 7 different characters you can pick. No unlockables, I'm pretty sure. There's Morhun, but we're not going to pick him because I do things in my own fashion. And then there his not as popular relative, Lesshun. I get it. Yeah, Lesshun, and then there's Morhun. So, yeah, that's pretty funny. But we're not picking Lesun because he's a whatever. Okay, and next there's oh my god! Is this guy's name Morfrost? Morfrosk? Morfrosh? It might be Morfrosh. I'm gonna stop trying to say his name before I give myself post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm also gonna pick someone else because Morfrosh looks kind of grumpy.
I'm not particularly fond of you either because you're a pants, and I can't have a pants pick me as a character anyway, you grey and blue anthropomorphic bitch.
And then there's Kroot? I'm not gonna pick him because he looks kinda boring.
And I'm not gonna pick you because you look like a fucking piece of shit.
And then we have Pumpkin here. He's pretty damn badass looking, but we are not going to pick him. We are going to pick somebody else. And then we have Snowman, he's pretty happy looking. And then here's the one that I always used to play as a kid, Hank the Mole. I'm picking Hank the Mole because he already looks like he's having a good time. I guess one thing I could call out is all the characters pretty much race the same. There aren't any light characters or medium characters or heavy characters like Mario Kart had. So if you master one racer, you pretty much master them all. But this doesn't bother me that much, I guess. Alright, now there are 4 different cups you can play. There's Championship 1, then of course Championship 2. Now the other 2 I don't really care for that much. There's User Defined, which is basically a course where you put together your favorite racetracks in whatever order you want. Decent idea, I suppose, but not really my thing. And then there's Random. What can I say about it? It's random. Moving on. Wait a minute, if it's random, then shouldn't I not know what the races are? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of random? Never mind. Might as well start from square one. Alright, here we go. Championship 1, Start Championship. Don't worry about these loading screens, they don't last long at all. Well, on my computer anyway. Alright, here we go, yeah. Put that little hat and sunglasses on. Look how ready everybody is. The adrenaline is pumping, the blood is moving. I think I got those 2 backwards. Any second now, the race of the century is about to commence.
Take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis, and the happy times are coming to stay.
How long does this go on for? Well, for some weird reason, I don't really know why. They make you hit the space bar. They make you put in the effort to hitting the space bar to start the game, while most games just get to the freaking point. No, the video is not sped up, this is actually how fast you go. Pardon me if the footage may look a bit choppy, but this is the best you're gonna get because this is all I can find in terms of recording my PC screen. Well, let's start with how the gameplay look. You stupid son of a bitch rooster. You just frickin' T-boned me.
Hee I knew you didn't have insurance. Looks like you should have gotten it.
Now that madness is over. Okay, shut up! It's time to observe the beautiful canvas that is this game. The game looks fantastic, especially for the budget it was probably on while making it. The controls aren't that bad either. It moves pretty fast though, you kinda dart back and forth, but you can get used to it after a while. Now these racetracks are pretty long, so I'm really glad that the karts didn't move ridiculously slow, and it does keep you on your toes a bit more, and I like that as well. I do wish this game did have the drifting abilities, because that probably would have been fun to use in this game, but it doesn't, well, to my knowledge that is, and, well, I guess we'll just accept it. It doesn't ruin the game, though. For some weird reason, the roads in this game are like 25 feet wide. I guess it contrasts well with the amount of racers and the big clunky carts. And also not forgetting the big clunky boxes with all kinds of shit inside of them. There are a decent number of different items you can get in this game, and let's cover them right now. Now, of course, there's the fake block that you can get. It looks just like the original, and when your guy drops it, he makes this weird noise. And no, it's not just Hank the Mole, they all make this noise. Hey, I wonder what it sounds like slowed down. Is that a drunk Russian guy? Racism aside, there's also this big black X that... well, you'll see what it does. It blows your tires. Ah ha ha, you stupid snowman. Next up, we have the Law Enforcement Light. I honestly can't tell, but I think it makes you go faster a tiny bit. It also lets you take hits from first place bombs without being slowed down. Next up, we have the good old shield, and what can I say? It's a shield. Check it out. And these shields last for like 20 straight seconds a pop, so don't be worried about losing it and then getting hit by something. And one of my personal favorites, the cartoon black hole. You throw it directly in front of you and hope someone else falls into it. Also not forgetting a good old turbo. And, well, that's pretty self-explanatory, but damn do you go fast with this thing. Damn it! Now your only major choice of a projectile in this game is this green, bouncy, rubber, jelly ball thing. You'll see what it does. Ha! Skunked! And then finally, last but not least, the loved, the hated, the infamous, the controversial, the not really fair, the first place bomb. It goes for whoever's in first and it shoots them. Unless they have one of those police lights or whatever, or a shield or something like that. And sometimes they just blow up in midair, but who cares? It's a first place bomb and it does what it's supposed to do. The weird thing though is no matter what place you're in, whether you're in first or last or in the middle, you do have the opportunity to get this weapon, so you could have tons of these flying at you at the same time. I don't know if they meant for this to happen, but things can get pretty ugly. Nope, damn it. God damn it. No, God damn it.
Don't look at me like this is my fault, Hank.
Now that we've covered all the items, I think I should maybe get back to the controls again. Now, I did say that the controls were okay before, but they're a tiny bit flawed. Now, you know how I said that there wasn't the drifting ability? Well, that would have been very useful in this game, because you see, these things drive like real go-karts, and if you've ever driven a real go-kart before, you know that you should not go fast at a sharp turn, because then the car is just going to slide and hit the wall, and that's pretty much how these things move. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of long roads that don't require lots of sharp turns, but as you can see on the map, yeah, there are an exceptional amount of sharp turns in this game. And because the turns are so slippery in this game, it really adds to the challenge, but not in a very good way. And you'll most likely end up bumping into something, or your car will completely stop at the turns. Even taking the turns really slow is very difficult to do. But it sure does capture the real go-karting experience very well. But, well, it's a game, so maybe not. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Wait, the missile didn't work? Oh god, that was a painful turn. I do wish this game was tweaked a little bit more, because there are lots of strange bugs in this game. Like, look at this. I glitched into the ramp, and now I'm stuck. I tried pulling forward, I tried bowling back. No, there's absolutely no way I could have gotten out of here. The only way I got out was because I ended up getting hit by a missile after the first one didn't work, and then I got back to the track, and then I almost lost because of the game-breaking glitch or whatever. So, yep, I do wish that they could have checked this game for glitches and bugs a bit better. Also, the sound effects in this game are way too high. I recommend turning down the sound effects and turning up the music because the music is way more fluent and way less rickety and bumpy than the sound effects are. And sometimes I like to turn off the sound effects altogether and turn up the music to full blast, letting us listen to this awesome soundtrack. Ah, crap, I got second place. Yeah, amazing result. You're just telling me that so I won't feel bad, aren't you? Ah, screw it. Oh well, let's see what's next. Ooh, new best lap time, enter your name. Will do! Okay, what button do I put? Do I just type down my name? Wait. I'm at the menu? Oh, okay, I don't know what I did, but alright, be that way. Ah, fuck it in a bucket. Let's do the second championship. What? I unlocked it? Just because I got second place in a cup I already beat? This is bullshit. How do you unlock something? Does this mean I have to do championship 1 again? Of fucking course it does. And at long last, I finally unlocked Championship 2. Again. Let's just have a look-see. Now, one thing that you'll notice even with the first race is the tracks in this championship are way bigger in scale. I'm gonna turn off the sound effects and just turn up the music and let's listen to this soundtrack. Oh, and also never, ever, ever, ever play this game on a full stomach, because one time I played this game on a full stomach while I was making this video, basically, so I was making recordings for the background footage and stuff. I played this on a full stomach, and I swear to God, my heart was beating, and I thought I was gonna vomit, so yeah. And my PC is pretty big, the monitor, that is, so yeah, that was, I learned something that day. So after the factory, there's a big mountain/mine level. It's a very cool design. It looks very nice. It's nice and bumpy like it should be. It definitely makes a good track. And next up, there's a big-ass castle stage too. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, why am I not talking about the stages in detail that much? Well, aside from the theme, they do make really good racing real estate, but there's not really anything in the tracks that stand out at all other than just being tracks for the racers. Maybe a little bit bland, but it's passable. I mean, at least they don't look freaking terrible. And keep your eyes peeled, because in each and every track, there is a secret hidden path. If you're having some trouble, take one of these paths and I guarantee you'll get ahead of the game. And the last course in the game is a gray, dark swamp. Well, it certainly serves a good swamp stage, I'll give them that. It's a good stage, doesn't stand out much. And after all the dust settled, I took gold. I feel pretty pleased with myself. You are the master of kart driving. Now, I typed in my name correctly this time. I made sure not to be hitting buttons too much that time. I also unlocked the Championship 1 in 150cc speed. Oh, well that's pretty cool. I assume if you beat Championship 1 in 150cc, you'll get Championship 2. And that's pretty much what Morhun Kart 2 has to offer. I will say it's going to be pretty hard to pick my decision because of all the nostalgia here, but I'm going to give you the best answer I can. So, does Morhun Kart 2 hold up today, or shall it be left in the past? Yes, it may not be the best kart racer out there, and it does have its flaws, but it does have lots of ups too. And you know, for those who are fans of racing games or the kart racing genre, I really do think that you'll like this game. And in terms of compatibility, it works very well on Windows 10, and it works well on Windows 8. I don't know about Windows 7, but, well, I recommend it if you can find it anywhere. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and here's a little tease for the next review.